Um, yeah, and I know one thing though that I would sit here and say real quick before I do in the gameplay. I know what's been going on a lot, and I know I haven't really talked about it or like really mentioned it, but like it's just mainly I don't know how to like put it in words, like what's going on. I don't really know how to express how it feels personally for me. And so it's like I can't really, because like don't get me wrong, it affects me mentally and stuff to the point where it's just like I want to tell y'all, educate y'all and all that, but I'm just like, it's just, I don't know, it's just so depressing, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, there's been several times when I've been discriminated against just because I'm black, you know? And so like I already know how like that is with people, you know, and yeah, I probably might make a separate video if I feel it up to it, but just know like I'm not trying to ignore it or any of that, because I'm not really afraid of losing any subscribers. If you're racist, you can leave. I don't care about how racist you are, but I just really don't know how to like express myself about this, you know? And that's one of those things that's just hard with me. Like certain things I can express. I can express my love of professional wrestling. I can express my love of Resident Evil 0. I can't express that well on something that really like affects me mentally. Like if it's just one of those things where it's like it wasn't as sad and just disappointing and in a way scary, like I would probably be able to talk about it more, but I or like express myself more about it, but just be safe out there, guys. And it's no one should have to go through, because we're all humans. No one chose to be black, no one chose to be white, no one chose to be born in America, no one chose to be born in India. People, like, that stuff we can't control. We can't control where we come from or any of that, which is why I really like what Matt Hardy said about that. I might link his video in the description below, if I remember, but like it's just so much, like, and then like there's so much going on too, so it's like if I was to talk about it, like there's just be so much I'd have to go through, and like that's like would worsen my mental state, you know what I mean? But yeah, just know I'm for the people. As far as like everyone being safe, I really don't like racist people at all. I don't like anyone who discriminates. I don't like any of that. But what I do like are people who are willing to support each other and help each other out no matter what. And like I really try not to promote any negativity. And like one thing I will sit here and say is that I know sometimes on this channel I may seem very negative, or like even in my 5 things wrong with Resident Evil 3, like the remake. Well, not 5 things wrong, but 5 things that don't make any sense story wise, of course. Like I really know the video came more off as negative, but like all I'm trying to do is like better the people, you know what I mean? And getting them what they deserve. That was more what that was pushing. Like, kind of like the quote-unquote agenda I was pushing. And then on top of that, you got my second videos. I'm not gonna lie, in that I may be getting a little negative. But sometimes, some of the stuff these people be doing be ticking me off. I ain't even on front. But yeah, like, one thing I would definitely say is, like, I do really try and stick to being positive on this channel. I know I did do some trolling before, but like, even that, I really stopped because, like, in a way, like, I kind of felt bad for doing so, you know? Like, I mean, it was funny, but at the same time, I just kind of felt bad. So it's like, that's kind of the reason I stopped. Yeah. But we just need more positivity, and like, and all the people who are like on the side and not saying anything, and that goes for a lot of you rappers who I've seen not saying anything, celebrities, any of that, who haven't been saying anything at all. Like, I'm very, well, I shouldn't even say I'm disappointed at this point, because, like, I really don't like how these celebrities are as, like, people based off the stuff they do. But one thing I would sit here and say is, matter of fact, I'm gonna cut this out of the end of my, resistance video, and I'm gonna make my own little video out of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I guess there is just gonna be this video out. But yeah. So I guess I'll go and talk a little bit about it. Like, yeah, but like, yeah. One thing I can sit here and say is a lot of these celebrities really do not care about you. They care about what you can do for them. They only want your money and your support. They don't care about you as an individual. They're not gonna go out their way and do this stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely a large, well, there is a good portion that will. But I'm kind of, in a way, glad this happened, just so you can see the true colors of these celebrities. Like Kendall Jenner, instead of using her platform to reach people, she just like, what is it called? Like when you take someone's story on Instagram and put it on your story. Like, I don't know how to do that. I was trying to do that, but I really don't know how to. Like, the only time that ever works for me is on accident. But either way, she only did that, and it's like, bro, that's not spreading awareness. I'd rather her had put like the black box than just nothing like she did. But nah, man. I tell you what, I don't like. It's just sad, man. Because I really do not like discrimination, and like, that's one thing I really have faced a lot of. And like, I know there was like Forrest Fire, actually, who like I actually really like and I respect him, and he's my main inspiration for going and making Lego stop motions on my main channel. But he talked about 3 different events of like how like the police treated situations in St. Louis, and in a way I could like relate to that, you know. I remember one time my mom was picking me up from middle school, and so like we're since she was on like, not the like on the curb, parked on the curb, and like she was about to turn out. I guess this person didn't see her turning out, so like it ran and nicked her, you know what I mean? And then, so obviously my mom called the police so they can exchange information and all that. And then the police came, and even though my mom called the police and all that, the cop immediately went to her, like the other lady who was a white lady, and would just talk to her. And then every time like my mom tried to say something, it was just like, alright, like as if she was trying to argue when she wasn't trying to argue at all. She was just trying to tell her side of the story, you know. And like one thing I would sit here and say is like, granted, I didn't go in as much detail as I could as far as like the whole car accident part, because like it was just a little fender bender. But what I'm trying to get at though is like pretty much how the police officer treated my mom, and like I really didn't like that, because like he really treated it as if she was like a threat, you know, if she was a problem. And it's like sad because it's like something that happens like all the time, you know. And like one thing I can sit here and say is like, from like a moral standpoint and based off my principles and stuff, I really have like a hard time, and especially how like I've experienced like a lot of the police. I have like a hard time like condemning the riots, you know what I mean? In the sense that like it's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like you put like one straw in it, it doesn't harm the camel at all. But then like once you get to like billions of straws, then that's when it starts getting tough for them, you know what I mean? And so eventually you just think of like all those problems just stacked onto each other. Eventually the camel's back is gonna break, and that's pretty much what happened here. And like all those people are like got really upset about it, and it makes sense that a lot of that would be going on. And one thing I will sit here and say is like, I know there's definitely some people out here who are only using these riots and stuff as like their own personal gain, for their own personal gain, just stealing things and all this other stuff, which honestly I don't really support. I did hear that like it started because people wanted to like get stocked up on like stuff to prevent themselves from getting tear gassed and stuff, and pepper sprayed and whatever. But I don't know if that's true, because I only heard like that from like one source, and like no one else said that. But yeah, like with the riots, it's like hard for me to like really sit here and say this is wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, you should try and be peaceful, but at the same time, when you got like the officers provoking the violence in most degrees, as well as the president not doing anything to show that he understands the message. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just had to put my controller down because I didn't want to like mess something up though. I kid you not, if Trump would have said, I understand where you're coming from, we're gonna get the police situation solved, and yada yada yada, there wouldn't have been a lot of riots, you know what I mean? If Trump would have literally said, I'm gonna see what I can do about it, or something like that, there wouldn't have been that many riots, because people would have felt like, okay, their voice was heard, and then our president, who's supposed to be our leader, is going to solve this problem. But instead, what this coward does is he provokes more by acting like he doesn't care what the people think, and obviously honestly, that's gonna get them even more aggressive. Like, if I'm trying to tell someone something and they're not listening, I'm going to get more aggressive talking to them. I'm not just gonna sit there and just be like, and like let them like push away from me or any of that. Like, one thing I would definitely say is Donald John Trump is a terrible leader, and there's like more stuff I can say about him, but I don't really want to do that at this particular moment or not. But one thing I will say is thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. But honestly, I should form a tag team with Anonymous. We can be called J-Anonymous. That's jokes. I just wanted to like a little bit, but yeah. Honestly, like, I really think that he's a bad leader. And it's not even I think at this point. He is a bad leader. And like, that's why I say, like, people just go out there and be safe. If you think anything I'm saying is wrong, you can go ahead and message me in the comments. But like, if you're gonna start being ignorant and saying stupid stuff, like, well, statistically speaking, blacks kill more blacks than cops kill blacks. Well, yeah, it's obvious. You I know why? Because people typically kill more people. I mean, people typically kill people that they're more likely around. Like, I'm not gonna get killed. Like, I'm more likely in America to get killed by a Mexican than I would be a native Japanese person. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to see any of that stupid like statistical stuff unless if you're gonna like actually talk about the statistic, like more like back it up with like something else, you know? Because like I don't know what else to say about that. But yeah, I'll definitely talk to you all in the comments about that. But like again, like one thing I'm gonna sit here and say is like, I'm not hating. Like, well, not like I'm not trying to like hate or like bash anyone here. But one thing I am definitely trying to do is like talk, and like if someone needs to be educated, like I will do my best to educate them. But like I said, mentally speaking, I might not be able to for the most part, but I will definitely try my hardest. I just got a message. Okay. But yeah. Damn, I'm trying to see what else I can say about it. But honestly, thank you to all you people that spread awareness and all that. I really appreciate that. Link will be in the description for stuff, for like how you can like help if you don't have any money, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I'm willing to do like willing to talk to anyone that is going through a hard time. Like, I'm gonna open up my ears and I'm gonna talk to you. You can DM me, or you could just talk to me down in the comments, or even on my Twitter or Instagram. Like, I'm here with you. And so one thing going back to my Twitter, like I definitely haven't really made like an official statement or anything, but I have basically been retweeting stuff that like could kind of get my thoughts going. So if you really go back and look at all the stuff I retweeted, you can kind of see how my brain was functioning, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is probably gonna be my like quote unquote clean video. and I might come out with another one where it's just like me just like trashing people, but I don't know, I just want to keep things positive. But shout out to JD Witherspoon. Like, I already respected this dude, but like I respect him like I don't even know like how much more, like just so much more. I really appreciate that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Those of you who did, please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Bye.